Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, you're welcome. My name is Tessie and I create lifestyle content and school-related vlogs. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around. For my returning subscribers, thank you for always tuning in. We appreciate it. And I hope you're finding this video helpful. So in today's video, we're talking about tips to getting an A in your C. I got an A in my Siwes, both in the report, right? That is the defense, and both in the Siwes proper. I got an A in both. So I'm going to be telling you little tricks on how you can get an A in your Siwes. And I find that as simple as Siwes is, a lot of students are joking with it, and seriously, it's not good. First of all, the experiences you'll be getting, it's for a lifetime, so you need to take it seriously. And second of all, your CGPA is the banking on it, so you need to take it very seriously. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. The first tip I have for you is that you should take your place of assignments very seriously. The place where you're doing your IT, take it very seriously. Even though you're not getting paid, even though you are getting paid, take it seriously, because that experience is a lifetime experience. So it's a lifetime experience. I remember when I was submitting letter for my IT, I told my dad that I beg, because he wanted to help me submit later in some place. I was telling him that any place that they will not pay me, not going to waste my letter and go and submit it there. He was not telling me that is it money you're looking for, or is experience you're looking to get? He said that he was not educating me, blah 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 blah. But in my head, is money or nothing. But at the end, where I worked, 5 naira, I didn't go have 5 naira where I worked, but I gained a lot of experience that till tomorrow, even if you wake me from sleep, say this, I'll be able to tell you from A to Z. That's the beauty of it. To apply what you've been taught in classroom in a practical world. You can never forget practical. So take your internship very serious. Go to work early. Be punctual. Take it very seriously. Go there with the appropriate work dress code. If you have to wear couple, if you have to wear a shoe, follow safety and precautionary measures. It's for your own good. Yeah, if you are told to wear a shoe, because of maybe you are working in a lab where they use chemicals, syringes and needles, they're going to wear. What if you are taught to wear a shoe and you do not wear a shoe? What if an acid or something exactly splashed on your leg and you just condemn your leg? So wear gloves, just follow safety and precautionary. But the next point I have for you is that you should keep good relationship with the people in your office, because when you get there, if A and B is calling, don't go on side with B. Maintain yourself. You came there for IT. Your 6 months, your 3 months, your 1 year will finish and you go. Don't involve yourself in unrelated office deals that will not bring meaningful contribution to the company itself. So refrain from riots and all that in the company. You are just there for IT. You are there to gain experience and leave them. And respect all authorities. They respect, or irrespective of the age differences, respect them. Very, very important. So that brings me to my next point, which is see your logbook weekly. See, that logbook stuff, it won't fail a lot of people. See, that logbook are giving to you, fill it weekly and make sure that your industrial based supervisor signed, as in make a comment on it. This is signed, it is marked. That logbook that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that I filled it. One thing I did, because I did my industrial training in laboratory. One thing I did is that, being that the spaces are too small to write, okay, I cannot just write I did a liver function test on a patient. I cannot report a work like that, because it's not scientific. I can't report like that. So what I do is that full week, I will just take that full page to write on one particular. Let's say I want to write on liver function test on that week. I will the procedures, the method, the materials, the equipment, what it entails, how it's related to my course of study. Just fill it right, and the next page that is usually for diagrams, don't leave it blank. See, don't leave it blank. Fill it. Even if it's table, you want to just draw something there, put a table, put a figure there. Don't leave that space blank, and make sure that your industrial based supervisor endorse your work. Weekly, do that thing weekly, because you don't know what your school supervisor will just pop in anytime, and we have to submit your logbook for him to see. So make sure that you fill your logbook and it is being endorsed by your industry based supervisor. And the next point I have forms that we're giving to you, your form 8 and your form C. I will put a picture of what they look like if I can find them. If I cannot find them, but those forms that we're giving to you, submit them to fill them and submit them with your passport to the nearest ITF office closer to you. If you did not submit that, please, it's as good as you did not do IT industrial training, and that 15K they were supposed to pay you will not be getting it too. So please and please, that your form from 8 and from 6, submit it to the nearest ITF office. To check your logbook at the back page of the textbook of the manual, you will see the addresses of different ITF office, their location. So go to the one that is in your state. If you're in Warri, the ITF office in Warri is at Ajaboga, opposite Word of Life Church. So you can submit your form there. Don't just rely on what you are told. Ask questions. During my space of 6 months industrial training, I came across 3 to 4 different industrial based supervisors, and trust me, there was one of particular one, Mr. Wale. He's going to want to test. He likes testing your knowledge. He's going to tell you things that he knows are not correct, that he wants to see you come and prove it wrong, that I'll study seeing you see this is not correct. So sometimes asking him some kind of question or doing some kind of things, he will like be waiting for you. He will probably tell you the wrong thing sometimes. He will be waiting for you to come and meet him that this thing are not correct. So if you are like, so if you are someone that is not inquisitive enough, or you just rely on what you are being told, you will be storing wrong information in your head. Please, so always be sure to study. Because when I did my IT, I had a separate notebook, but let's give me assignments there. What I studied, so I used to write them in that note. So study well, and it will help you a lot. And the next tip, this is a bonus point. See, put your head down and learn, because some of these people they don't know how to teach. Some people they know the work, but they don't know how to teach other people. Other people they are just being wicked. They don't want to teach you. So some of them they're just being stingy with their knowledge. I met them. So see, put your head down and learn the work. Even if they don't, at least sometimes say they will even send you out. You don't know if they want to do some kind of test, some kind of work, they'll send you on errand, so that before you go and do the errand and come back, that work that they want to do, that finish doing it, you will not know it. So they're very smart, be wise, be sharp. Look, be prepared, be prepared. You don't know when your institution based supervisor, that is the supervisor from your school, you don't know when it will come. So be prepared, because when they come, they are going to ask you questions. You not just come and go that. They will ask you questions, they will score you based on those questions. They will check your logbook. That's why I said your logbook must be filled and properly endorsed. They will look at your, and thirdly, ensure you have a good relationship with your industrial based supervisor, because it's that person that will emanate on your logbook. It's that same person that your forms person will sign. It's that same person that your supervisor from your school will talk to. And there are some forms that your school supervisor will give to him that he will endorse, like your punctuality, how punctual are you, how efficient are you in your work, or you, those kind of things. Just your result sheet. A part of it is coming from your industrial based supervisor. So if you are like at this caliber your work, if you don't go to work, maybe you are not punctual to work, today you come, tomorrow you not come. Some people might not take you seriously. If you are missing one, they will not ask you. But when your form comes to their table, they know what to do with that your form. So ensure you have good relationship with them. Next point I have for you is that your reports. Write it yourself. Most people like me, I didn't know that we're doing IT reports, we're going to defend the IT. It was last minute I knew, and I now went to pay somebody to write it for me 5K, and the thing the person write was trash. I didn't use it. So that few days to when I was supposed to submit my work, that's when I started writing my work with my phone. I started typing it with my phone. So write it yourself. Now be trying from your school. If you are going to defend your IT, you are going to write a report. If you'll be needing a report, fine. The period between when you are doing your IT, start on report. Start writing on your report that time. Start it so that it will reduce your workload. Start writing on your report, your presentation slide, everything. Just get your page ready down. And the beauty of it is that you're the one that did the IT. You're the one that know what and what you were taught, what and what procedure. Each person's SOP is different information. Each person's procedure is different from another. You're the one that know. You don't like you go and pay one person that studied arts come and write for you that is in science. Why will you just go to Google, copy and paste for you? I remember the guy that I paid to do my own before that I didn't use anymore. When I went to collect the work from him, I saw some works there. I was flipping through those works, and 70% of everything in those like 5 works were similar. I'm not like, is it what you want to do for me? Something that is very simple to write. Don't want that I was to show me the work since. So the beauty of it is that write your work yourself. It's going to help you a whole lot of good. For the defense, see, I'll do a separate video on tips for defense, public speaking and defense. But let me just give you guys little tips for me. After writing your report, according to your school guidelines and doing your slide. The next thing you have to do is that you have to dress the part. You have to look the part. Your hair, your clothes, corporate, shoe, tuck in, wear ironed. Guys, don't go and wear jeans. You want to do the face, don't go and wear sneakers. I know people like that in my department that did that, and they immediately climb the podium or the stage, and the lecturer sees you and walks you down. That even if you are allowed to come back and defend, you're dressed in your squad zero already. Even if it's that day, boys, especially guys, comb your hair, please. Comb your hair, talking. People are playing these little things, and people joke with it, and that is what is going to help you. If somebody is looking very well smart, even if you are not saying anything, you're dressing alone and giving him points. It's right there in my own logbook. At the back of it, you will see it. Dressing, it has mark. I think dressing is 10 mark. Your how you speak has mark. Everything about it has mark. So be confident when you are speaking, even if you don't know what you are saying. You speak and let people hear what you are saying. Understand? And of course, you have to have something upstairs, though. The other benefit of you going to IT, taking it very seriously, because you will gain experience, you will gain knowledge that you will never forget in your life. Secondly, writing the report yourself also. As they say, practice makes perfect. So it's not have you don't get how the lecturer won't throw question when you know go attack her. So I remember in my turn while I was defending, like I did my IT in the lab already. So there was this lecturer, the day I was defending, there was this lecturer that the man is will ask questions, he will blast you with questions. And funny thing is that the question is asking are not related to what you are saying. It's just something general, not like something general. And at that point in time, your head is not even if you know the answer, sometimes your head is not there, or your mind is not there. Sometimes you might have even forgotten something very simple that you might have even forgotten. You understand? You might have answered something like, what is an animal say? Or what are the characteristics of an animal say? Something so random, something so different. So I remember before it was my turn, I was seriously praying in my mind, God, let this man leave this place. Let this man leave this place. Like, let this man just walk out of this hall before it gets to my turn. And I got the habit, before it was my turn, the man stepped out of the hall to make a phone call. And while I was defending, because most people worked in the lab, so most of the tests have been flogged down. We did not talk about malaria parasite as easy as it is. People did not talk on it because there was this particular question the lecturer keep on asking, and many people they don't know the answer. So while I was just defending, I just went straight to the point that we have 5 different species of malaria parasite, but 4 are common in humans. So maybe I just gave that point that the lecturer was just sitting because I was like, yes, I'm hitting the target. So, and as I was talking, that lecturer was praying to work. I just came back to the hall, and he heard me that while I was saying that this, and I was like, okay, stop. It's just like she stopped that. He gave me a fresh, because my defense, you write, let's say an abstract now. It's not necessarily an abstract, but you write a 1-page paper consisting of, if you work in a laboratory, all it takes you. If you work in a company, or the analysis you did, whatever piece, you just write it in a 1 piece of paper. So he just collected my paper and just called a test for me to. He just called and said he talk on fasting blood sugar, and I just smiled. And again, after I finished talking on malaria parasite, I started talking on fasting blood sugar again. So imagine if I did not go to. Imagine if I did not attend IT. Imagine if I played with it. Imagine if somebody wrote my report for me and I was not too serious with IT, and then the lecturer now stopped me to talk about fasting blood sugar. I was asking me questions about it. What would I have said when I've already crammed malaria parasite before? What would I have said? So that is just to say that you need to put your head in whatever you are doing. So guys, that is how I was able to get an A in my IT. I was serious with both my industrial training, my logbook, ITF office, the report. My report was lengthy because I was so disappointed with the person I told to write. I paid to write for me. So I collected my money for me. I wrote my report myself with my phone. So if you have it on my phone, then I went to a cafe to arrange the work and print it out. I didn't even spend up to the 5,000 naira. I didn't even spend up to 3,000 naira that I was paying that guy 5,000 naira to write rubbish. And my report was bulky. It was 70 pages. And even if I do plagiarism on that work, you're not going to see any significance number because I wrote those things from my head. I did not even say go to Google and search because I did everything by myself. All the practice, I know them, everything. The only thing I just go and search online is that the pictures of the instruments, I will copy them and paste them. That's just it. So it's very simple. So write your report by yourself. That point is prayer. Like, you know that without God, you can do nothing. Just pray, let God do his part, and then your part, God will do his part. And guys, the bonus point, please appreciate your industrial based supervisor. This will be the end of this video. If you find this tip helpful, come on, click the subscribe button, like this video, share it with your friends. And if you've gone for industrial training, did you think these tips are helpful? And if you have not gone, you might want to save this video for future use. And please don't I know money is very important too. I know money is very, very important. Yes, it's important. But go to somewhere that you know you will learn from, and also will pay you if possible. Go to someone that will pay you and where you learn from. But don't put money at the forefront, because you will now end up getting someone that you don't really like at the